I'm Anna,
I'm Jessica.
and this is the Paranoia Pair.
If you hear any background noise, it's probably because I'm literally living through the windstorm from that SpongeBob episode where they try to deliver the pizza. Our Walmart literally lost power. I thought it was gonna blow away. So I thought for this Paranoia Files, I thought I could just read some Thanksgiving news articles. I was gonna do Pilgrim Crimes, but then when I started reading them, I was horrified and scarred for life. I'm also in desperate need of a drink, so I'll be right back. Oh no, I hope I didn't lose internet connection. Okay, this news article is This turkey has literally taken over our life. The residents of a mobile home park in Minnesota are battling with a wild turkey they say has been terrorizing the neighborhood, even attacking neighbors and chasing cars. Emily Alston, a resident of the Coon Rapids community, said the neighbors named the bird Reggie. She says, "We named it Reggie after the pardoned turkey and free birds because we thought it was silly. It showed up right after Thanksgiving. But Reggie is no longer welcome in the neighborhood." Neighbors said Reggie, who first showed up in 2021, is not afraid of people or of water. I didn't know that turkeys were afraid of water. Are they supposed to be? I feel like if they're afraid of water, that's a Yeah, turkeys are not afraid of water. In fact, they are quite comfortable and enjoy swimming. They can swim well. Okay. That's what I thought because they're in the wild. They would have a hard time surviving if they were afraid of water. Rachel Gross said she lives in fear because of the feathered animal. This turkey has literally taken over our life, she said. This turkey attacks me every single day, follows me, goes up to my stairs, tries to get into my house. When I leave in my car, it follows my car. The lone wild turkey has pecked at neighbors, even drawing blood. It has also chased cars and pecked at the tires. It gets on my husband's truck and follows me, Rachel said. It rode with me to Chipotle one time. Can you imagine you're just doing your job at like a Taco Bell and there's just a turkey in the drive-thru? Honestly, that's kind of fun. Even neighborhood cats have to watch their backs. I have to carry my broom and my water and my golf club everywhere I go, Rachel said. Alston said she was worried about the kids who live in the mobile home park. My 1-year-old grandbaby just moved in with us, and I'm afraid to even take her outside, especially when the weather gets warmer. Like, we can't have people over. We can't have a barbecue. Rachel said that she would have to come out with the children to the bus stop as they waited to go to school. But now they are smart and they carry sticks. The neighbors have called the Department of Natural Resources and 911 after the turkey wouldn't let Rachel leave her home for hours. The DNR recommended taking down bird feeders, but the residents said they're still hoping the bird will trot somewhere else. It's not safe for anyone, including the turkey, so I would just like it to be relocated to a place it could be with other turkeys and not be a nuisance to people or potentially hurt somebody. The DNR said not to let turkeys like Reggie intimidate you. It recommends scaring the birds so they won't settle in your neighborhood and not to feed them. Have you ever tried scaring a turkey? I feel like it would not go well for you. Like, turkeys are hardly even afraid of cars. This one is shopper club suspect with frozen turkey. North Carolina authorities say a shopper clubbed an alleged carjacker with a frozen turkey as he tried to steal a woman's car in a grocery store parking lot on Sunday. Police say 30-year-old Fred Lewis Irvin of Raleigh stole money from a gas station before running across the street to a Harris Teeter store in town just south of Raleigh. Garner police say he began beating Irene Morin Bailey while stealing her car. Other shoppers came to her rescue, including one who even hit Irvin with a turkey. Police did not release the person's name. Despite serious head injuries, Irvin got away in Bailey's car and hit several other cars as he fled, but police arrested him a short time later. He faces several charges, including assault, inflicting serious injury, and Irvin was hospitalized Monday in good condition. Imagine being taken out by a frozen turkey. Those things are heavy too. You gotta be strong to beat someone with a frozen turkey. Those things are at least 10 pounds. In this news article, a Connecticut mayor praised 911 dispatchers and a police officer who worked to replace the Thanksgiving dinner stolen from a man while he was walking home. Jimmy Mulligan of Bridgeport said he was walking home in the evening on Thanksgiving when two masked men took his turkey, trimmings, and wallet. They held a gun to my back and told me to let go of the turkey, Mulligan said. Mulligan said the wallet held $97 and one irreplaceable item. It unfortunately had a prayer card from my mother's funeral service back in December. Denny Vieira, the 911 operator who answered Mulligan's call, said she wanted to help the man. Vieira and her colleagues pooled together $25 and were able to order food from Boston Market for Mulligan and his dinner guest. Officer Daniel Mendez delivered the food. When he gave them the meals, Danny said they were the happiest guys on earth. I can't say enough about the compassion and empathy shown by the men and women who work in the 911. This one is about a turkey named Tina. If you've driven around the town lately, you might have seen Tina wandering the streets. The turkey, which hangs around the Forum Boulevard / Chapel Hill Road area, is growing in population as he makes an appearance near the streets. Neighbors or even businesses in West Columbia. Robin McMullen first noticed Tina at her parents' house in Huron Lake when her son pointed to the turkey wandering the backyard. From there, she got the wild idea to give Tina a Facebook page. I guess I was probably feeling a little bit crazy that day and thought, I'm just going to make a Facebook page for this turkey, why not? And it just, spiraled from there. She and her best friend, Lacey Griesmeyer, both manage Tina's Facebook page, which has more than 2,000 likes and follows, as well as a Tina Facebook group, which has more than 700 members. We don't want to be the face of Tina. Tina's his own turkey, and we just wanted to make sure that he got the recognition he needed because he's so rare. As people learn about Tina through Facebook or run into him in person, many have wondered how he got his name. Tina was named by a group of Veteran United employees, and I think they thought Tina was a hen turkey at the time, so the name just kind of stuck. Tina is still chasing our cars down the street and showing up on people's doorsteps uninvited. Tina has also been found to stop traffic by strolling in the middle of the road or chasing cars as they pass, but these incidents that cause McMullen and Prizemeyer to say they worry about Tina's safety. I think it's one of our next steps officially to talk to the city and potentially get some signs for both Forum and Chapel Hill because it is a safety risk for both the turkey as well as the drivers. They also have been selling Tina t-shirts, which Prizemeyer designed. The t-shirts cost $12 each, and $5 of each shirt is donated to the food bank for Central and Northeast Missouri. Everybody loves Tina. It's an amazing thing that a turkey can bring the community so close together. I did find Tina's Facebook page, and Tina was hit by a car on July 13th in 2018, which is sad because there was efforts to catch Tina, but because people were feeding him, he was just really hard to catch. My next one is argument over turkey leads to shooting at grocery store. In High Point, North Carolina, an argument over a turkey led to a man being shot at a Food Lion in North Carolina. The shooting happened just after 6 p.m. at the Food Lion on North Main Street in High Point. High Point police said that before the shooting, one man got into an argument over a turkey with a Food Lion employee. During the argument, another man allegedly stepped in and started to argue with the first man. Honestly, good on him because these people treat employees so badly. Following the argument, one of the men walked outside to go get a gun. When he did, the other man also went outside of the store. Police said that once outside, the two men shot at each other. What the fuck? And one was hit in the arm. Both men were still at the Food Lion when police got there, and the one who got shot was taken to the hospital. It was not immediately clear if either of the men were arrested, although police said one was interviewed by detectives. Livestock stolen in Tuscola County. Gary Ertman and his friends were out of town during Labor Day weekend when 85 turkeys and 30 pheasants were stolen from Egg Thumb Ranch. For 30 years, Ertman and his family have raised livestock to sell to the community, especially around Thanksgiving. We usually do about 100 and something turkeys. We've done as many as 350. With nothing tampered and no evidence left behind, he's trying to figure out how the person responsible got away with it. We weren't here and it was pretty easy. You know, somebody must have known we were gone. The sheriff patrol says somebody took these for a profit. Now, with less than 3 months until the holiday, Ertman says he has a plan. I've looked for some turkeys already and the pheasants we replace. How do you steal that many turkeys? I almost was attacked by pheasants. Not really. One time, I was driving down the road after visiting my grandparents, and there's a farmer because they live out in the country. This is like true Midwest shit. I feel like this is only something that happens in like the Midwest. But I was driving back home and there's a bunch of farmers in the area because Ohio is the land of the corn and beans. And there were pheasants in the road. And I didn't want to hit them, obviously, because they belong to a farmer. Listen, I feel bad for if I hit a butterfly with my car, it might as well be the end of the world. But so I stopped my car and I'm just like, what do I even do? Like, I don't want to honk because if I honk, I don't want them to attack my car. I literally was just sitting there and they flew. I could have swore they were going to attack my car. So in 1925, there was grand theft turkey. It was a felony punishable by up to 5 years in the penitentiary, and the law was passed after a rash of thefts from farms. The most notable case involved 9 stolen birds in a high-speed automobile chase, which high-speed back then was like 50 miles per hour, where neighbors pursued rowdy young locals. Thieves released the birds, but were caught with 2 feathered kidnapping victims still in the trunk of their getaway car. I think this is all I got. There was a change of plans, so it's not as long as I would like it to be. But after reading like the first 2 stories for Pilgrim Crimes, I had to immediately like scrap it. Maybe next year. Maybe next year, but I have been traumatized by Pilgrim Crimes. They were doing some real fucked up shit. One wasn't so bad. It was just like, oh, if you committed adultery, you have to wear this patch. And if you're caught not wearing this patch, then we're gonna literally have your forehead branded. That's not, believe it or not, that's actually, in my opinion, better than what I read they were doing. I also thought about doing the first Pilgrim Colony murder. It was like off of the Mayflower. Maybe next year I can actually make Jessica suffer with me. Okay, well, rest in peace, Tina. I don't recommend trying to scare a turkey away if it is in your driveway, but I mean, do what you gotta do to protect that pie. Thanks for joining me for a little Thanksgiving chaos. We're supposed to get like a bajillion inches of snow. So, if you're in the Midwest, I don't know. Good luck. Good luck out there. Don't get blown away. Okay. I'll see you next week for Ervil LeBaron. We're gonna start Ervil LeBaron next week, and it's gonna be a 2-parter. Guys, I literally was not kidding about the 20 pages of notes. I'm gonna go drink something other than coffee. I hope you all get stuffed. Do I want to say that? I don't think I do. Well, I'll see you next week.
Thanks for listening.
If you enjoyed this episode, you can find us on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and Facebook at Paranoia Pair Pod. And we will see you next Friday.
Stay spooky.
Toodaloo.